Here it is, guys, our first debt-free scream of the day. Eric and Anastasia are here from the St. Louis area where they listen to the Dave Ramsey Show on 9:20 a.m., The Talk of St. Louis. Now, I was looking over their notes, and they ran a marathon. It took almost a decade to pay off this debt, but wait till you see what they paid off and how much. I'm so proud of these guys. And I know their kids are, too. We've got 4 of them here. Tell us your name.
Ruben.
Ruben, all right.
Briella.
Briella, that's pretty.
Heidi.
Heidi.
Kaisa.
Kaisa. What a sweet family. So you guys are pretty excited your parents are debt-free?
Yes.
What toy are you excited to get now they're debt-free?
Not any.
A Nintendo? A Tonka truck? Come on, man. Give me something. All right. Well, let's get to it, guys. We got debt-free screams to do.
Your life is an adventure. Emotionally, you've just been through the ringer. You're not afraid of hard work, and you have no debt. Everything paid for. Very, very well done. You did the hard work, and you've done so good. You know when you've had it, and something has to happen inside of you. Slow and steady. Live on less than you make. Believe that it can happen. It does happen every day in America. You are the answer. God's blessings pouring to and through you are the answer. In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Eric and Anastasia are with us. Hey, guys, how are you?
We're good, Dave.
Yeah, we're doing wonderful.
Good. Where do you guys live?
St. Louis, Missouri.
All right. Welcome to Nashville. Good to have you. And you're here to do a debt-free scream.
Yes.
I love it. How much have you paid off?
$275,000.
Whoa! And how long did that take?
9 years, 9 months, and 7 days.
9 years, 9 months, and 7 days. And your range of income during that time?
We started out at $78,000, and now we're up to $110,000.
Way to go. What do you guys do for a living?
Well, I'm an engineer, work for Boeing on aircraft subsystems.
Yeah.
And Anastasia's a nurse.
Very cool. So I'm guessing with that large amount of debt and the 9 years that means your house is paid off.
Yes.
Way to go, guys. I'm looking at weird people.
Yes.
You have a paid-for house.
Yes.
Wow. What's this house worth?
About $300,000.
Boom. Look at you. How old are you two?
26.
All
30
right.
is 36.
Sorry, I just cut 10 years off her
that's
age.
what getting out of debt does. It just makes you younger. I'm just saying. It knocks 10 years off your birthday. That's
Feels
what
like
it does. That does, man. You get the 10 years you spent back right there. That's perfect. Look at you guys. That's awesome, man. Very, very cool. So tell me the story. What's this journey like? How'd you get on this plan to get out of debt?
We started, it was offered as an adult Sunday school at church, and I went just thinking, it's adult Sunday school, that's what you do. And
Financial Peace University?
Yeah, Financial Peace University, when it was still the 13-week class.
Yeah.
I was pregnant with our oldest at the time, and we caught the vision of what could happen if we paid off all of our debt. Eric was a little bit more intentional when he went.
Yeah.
Well, he's an engineer.
Yeah.
So we were expecting Ruben, and he was supposed to be born sometime in the middle of that class. And so we said, hey, our finances are fine, but, maybe we can pick up something. This kid's coming along the way. Finances are going to change somehow. Maybe we can learn something, a little. Yeah. But it completely changed our life instead of just giving us a tip or two.
Wow.
At that point, our goal with our Discover card was to try to keep it under $1,000 a month, and we almost never made it. We paid it off every month, but we were frustrated with that we couldn't figure out what to do. And you offered us a system, and we love that system, and that's what we do.
Wow. Good for you. Did you have other debt when you started other than the house?
Yes, we had student loans, $60,000 between the two of us.
Okay, so you knocked that out and knocked the house out.
Right.
And that's the total of the $275,000?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Wow. Very, very cool. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Did you have any inkling all those years ago, you're sitting in that class pregnant, that you're going to be standing here less than 10 years later with your house paid for?
it was hard to imagine that far out. We could see the 20 months. We thought it was going to take a little longer, but the first 20 months for step 2, we could see that. But we couldn't see the end until much later.
Yeah. But you just took step.
Yep.
Wow. So what do you tell people the key to getting out of debt is? You did it.
I wrote it out so that I wouldn't.
Good.
I also homeschool our kids. And so it's the ABCDs. You always budget, always communicate, and you have to dream. And while we have to stay consistent on the basics of budgeting and communicating, dreaming about our long-term goals help keep us motivated. We also dreamed backwards. We looked at our ongoing progress, whether marking how many months a principal-only payment made or how much we were able to give last year.
That's good. We did that because we were in such a deep hole that we had to go back and go, okay, it feels like we got a long way to go, but look how far we've come.
Yeah.
And if you look backwards, you go, look how far we've come. Look how much we've done. So that gives you, it's almost like, when you're running a half marathon, you got a 13-mile run, and you're like, it's mile 9. Yeah, but I've done 9 miles. I only got 3 to go. Or 4 to go. I can do this. Yeah. So that look back is smart. That's very good. I like that insight. Very, very cool. Very good. How's it feel?
It feels great. Because when we started this, about the same time or several years ago, we had also read things like Millionaire Next Door. And being in debt, reading that and hearing what he has to say, you look at it and say, okay, he labels people. Are you an under-accumulator of wealth? Are you an average accumulator of wealth? Or are you prodigious? And you fall into the bottom category when you've got debt. And you say, wait a minute, that doesn't feel like where we're at, where we should be at.
Yeah.
So that, along with after you get over the negative net worth, looking forward to where you could be, and like Anastasia said, keeping track of it ways and seeing what your progress is, it can be a big motivator after you start saying and realizing that you have the ability to change your life and to completely change the financial situation of your family.
Yeah. Well, you're 36. You have no payments.
Yes.
That's right.
You have a payment in the world.
Yeah.
You've changed your life. Yeah. You've changed your family tree. Very cool. And so you have how many kids now? Because Reuben was born, you said, that year.
Correct. We have 4 kids.
Okay. And their names and ages.
So Reuben's 10, Heidi's 7, Briella's 5, and Kaisa is 3.
Wow. So have they been practicing their debt-free scream?
They have.
Yes.
In fact, when we were practicing at home, and Kaisa, we were watching the videos to kind of make sure we knew what we were doing, and she'd say, "Mommy, those people are debt-free just like us."
Oh, there you go. It's exactly how it works. Well, that's pretty cool because, what happens is this whole thing of doing a debt-free scream, it's kind of silly in a way, but it's also very much of a milestone. It viscerally marks in your marriage and your future, but also in these kids' minds. They may not remember anything else, but they may, they're 30 years old someday, and they go, I remember going to that weird guy's office and screaming when mom and daddy paid off their house, And they, you remember stuff like that from childhood. It does change your family tree.
Yes.
You guys are so impressive. I'm so proud of you. Very well done. Rock stars, man.
Thank you.
Well done. We got a copy of Chris Hogan's book, Retire Inspired, for you. Okay. That's a #1 bestseller, and that is the next step, that Millionaire Next Door status, right?
Yeah.
We're heading that way now, and that's the next chapter in your story. So keep at it. You've lived like no one else. Now let's live and give like no one else.
Right.
You're in a position to do that. Very, very well done. And check out his podcast from time to time, too. He'll keep you motivated with that voice of his. So, all right, it's Eric and Anastasia. Reuben, Heidi, Briella, and Kaisha. I'm probably messed up all your names. St. Louis, $275,000 paid off in 9 years and 9 months, making 78 to 110. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. We're debt-free!
Way to go, you guys. Very well done. Boom, their house and everything. Oh, man. That's how you do it. You're looking at regular people right there doing what it takes to win. There's no Superman capes over there. No Superwoman capes over there. I looked. They weren't wearing a cape. There's an engineer and a nurse. 9 years. 9 months. 7 days. But you're going to live the next 9 years, 9 months, and 7 days doing something. Why don't you make it count? Why don't you do it on purpose? It seems like every time I turn on the television, somebody's a victim. And some of that's really, really sad. Really sad victims. And I don't want to be a victim. Sometimes you're a victim, it's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault when you're a victim, but when it comes to your finances, you're not a victim, except of your own stupidity. I was a victim of my own stupidity. Lots of people have been, but you can decide to change. Ding, ding, just like that. Gonna change, just like that. Change. That's how you do it. And then you come on here and you scream, I'm debt free. It's a way to become wealthy. It's a way to be more generous. It's a way to change your children's and your grandchildren's lives. You got to do it on purpose, though. It doesn't accidentally happen. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. Every story, there's a character that needs to overcome the odds that don't know if they've got what it takes. In every story, a person comes to that character and shows them how to win. We were guiding these people, real life stories, to becoming real life heroes. They changed jobs, they moved cities, they sold stuff, they delayed vacations, all because they believed if they did that, they could win.
It was never just a radio show. We were really creating a movement around the country that nobody understood, and we went hard at the industry.
Not only were we fighting radio affiliates and program directors, we were fighting the whole other financial industry.
We were scratching and clawing for every radio station.
Having producers say, you'll never make it.
Our mission was so clear, it was changing lives, but nobody wanted to take a risk on us.
This is what we're called to do. We're going to get back up where we're knocked down.
No matter what was going on, the listener was the number one goal.
We are the only talk radio show where life change is even a factor.
We're actually affecting the outcome of people's lives.
We just never knew how big it could be.
Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
You are witnessing a very special moment here. The post-debt-free scream meetup with Dave. Gets the hugs, the photos on the phones, the selfies, signing books, no kissing of babies. That's my job, okay? I shake hands, kiss babies. But seriously, guys, you were awesome. Great scream. That was in perfect unison. How long did that take you to practice? She's such a natural. She's like, no problem.
We've been practicing a while because it's the time between when you call in and to when you come, you have a little bit of time. So they've been practicing the whole period in between. Every time we hear a debt-free scream, listening to the podcast or on the YouTube, they'll join in.
I love it. Well, congratulations again, guys. Can't wait to see what toys you get now that you're debt-free.
Hey, guys.